Tonight is Sunday, September 16th, 2018, and welcome to TVC Kringle broadcast. And tonight, I'm going to start with the mission, our mission that we're all in alignment with. Kringle is a private digital currency embraced by the Billion Coin community. We are the community. For our private agreement, Kringle has a significant value today and will only increase in value with each new member that joins us. Kringle is completely detached from the public coin market and the currently established scarcity-based monetary system forced upon us by the elite ruling class. Kringle is based on abundance, not on artificial scarcity. Those who choose to join the TVC community understand the TVC vision and mission of reaching 1 billion members and ending poverty globally. They also understand that in order to achieve our objectives, our members must be proactive in learning from our educational blog. Remember, that's the first thing you do every morning or every day, and sharing Kringle via our cash flow system. Together, we can achieve abundance for all. And of course, one of the new things this week is we have business cards now. So if you go to the blog, or hopefully everybody's been to the blog today, from September 12th, 2018, Print Ready Business Cards application is now available in Kringle Cashback Office under your marketing tab. So, you go to your kringle.cash/admin website and your username and password. And I believe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tabs down is the marketing tab. And under the marketing tab, you're going to find your referral link and this, your business cards. And you don't have to pay anybody else to do them. Just click on the link and a form will come up and you can put in your name and your referral link and your Facebook page and your phone number. And its goal, I was trying to share a screen again tonight, but this is what it looks like. Is that backwards? It looks backwards, doesn't it? I guess that's why it's good to keep trying on learning how to do the screenshot. So anyway, billions of dollars of digital money are to be distributed by this November. Receive a gift of over $2,000. To get your gift, go to, and then you put in your referral link. And then under that is your name, and then your Facebook link, your email, your phone number. There's various things you can put in there. So, and then you just can download them to your computer, a PDF file, or you can, or print them, right? Fill out the form and either print or send PDF to a printer. And of course, I guess you could do it on regular paper, but I went out and got, I bought some plain white business card things, and then I'll print it off. Though I have to say, make sure you have lots of black ink and yellow ink. So anyway, if you're going to do it at home, otherwise you can just take the file to like, a printing store like Office Max, or this Kinko's still around, and print them there. So that is pretty cool. I was out of business cards, so I'm glad I waited to get my TVC Kringle ones. And of course, tonight is Sunday night, and tomorrow and Tuesday are very exciting days because they're the send button meetings. So if you don't have your send button turned on, make sure you go to your Kringle.Cashback office, and when you log in, it'll say dashboard, and then help desk, and then send button test under that. And there are 10 questions on the send button test. And I guess I will read them again. On Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time is the English Sun Button meeting with Mr. Randy Wilson, BBC Randy. And it starts, you go in tomorrow morning, once your Sun Button's turned on, you go in there and you go to your Sun Button tab on your Kringle.cashback office and click on that, and then there will be a drop down menu, and the first one is the English Sun Button meeting, and it's in English. On Tuesday, there's Sun Button meetings in French with Mr. Mbe Derek, in Hindi with Kumar Pritam, and hope I have all your names right, I'm sorry. And in Bengali with Mizanur. Anyway, so each morning at 7 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, if you speak one of those languages, Monday is English and Tuesday is Hindi, Bengali, and French. And it's really important to go to the Sun Button meetings because that's where you learn a lot about what's going on in TBC Kringle. And you find out firsthand what's going on even before it hits the blog. But, you know, it's like we are a peer-to-peer community, and we all have that opportunity to be on the meeting together and discuss everything as a community. And you find out the latest updates to what's going on in TBC Kringle. So it's really important. And then the other reason it's important to have a Sun Button is because by answering the 10 questions, you understand the mission of TBC Kringle, and then you also have the ability to be a broadcaster, and you also have the ability to sell TBC Kringle for cash, so to other members of the peer-to-peer community. And so that gives you, makes you part of the whole cash flow system. So really, once you receive the gift and you get in there on your Kringle Cash back office, make sure you fill out your profile. And the second thing you should really do is take the Sun Button test. It's not really a test. You're not getting graded on anything, but it's just really to make sure you understand the mission of TBC Kringle, and which I read at the beginning. So question 1 is, your world is rapidly changing and the window of opportunity has opened for humanity to move in the direction of abundance for all. While the status quo is quickly moving towards exercising greater power and control over the masses through technology. This window of opportunity will be shut within the next couple of years if we let them close it. Collectively, our children will inherit the world we leave behind. When enough of humanity embraces abundance as a lifestyle, together we can empower each other to enjoy it. We want people to understand our coin and its purpose and mission before they make a purchase or pay any fees for it. Passing this test will demonstrate you do understand what we are offering and agree to willingly participate within our private community. The value of our coin is directly tied to our membership agreement and has nothing to do with a market, which is why our coin always appreciates in value as our membership grows. And that's right, each one of us is worth a grain of gold, and everybody that becomes a verified or paid member of TBC Kringle raises the value of our coin. We know this is highly unusual within our world as it is today. We lead in the abundance movement with this coin. It has been designed to empower its users greatly. All of this is based on the idea that a living man or woman is actually worth more than their weight in gold. Life is more valuable than any pile of rocks. So you can go to the blog on May 6, 2018 for the correct answers to the first 5 questions. But the question is, what determines the value of our coin? So is it because it is based on the supply and demand as it is traded in open public markets? Well, just think, we're a private community. We're a private peer-to-peer community. So then the second choice would be, as living men and women are more valuable than gold, and they agree to add their value to the value of our coin as it appreciates in value as each new member joins the community. We'll see. Once you understand the question, the answer is easy. And we are all more valuable than gold. And that is the great thing about TBC Kringle. Even babies can receive the gift of TBC Kringle. So question number 2, because we are a private community, we are entitled to self-regulation with our centralized coin network, and discounters of our coin will have their set button turned off by admin. Other abusive behavior within our community could also result in the same thing. If a member's send button is turned off, they will be given a period of time to reform, and then they can get their send button turned back on. We have seen that decentralized coins tend to lose their value because of a small number of people discounting them will drive the price down sharply and ultimately create loss for all users of these coins. A coin such as ours, which is based on the principle of abundance, requires a responsible admin to regulate its use centrally. The best way to view our coin is as community property, and each member is a steward over their portion. This is implied within the membership agreement. So are you allowed to transact with our coin at any price of your choosing? So what do you think? There's 2 choices here. No, our coin is part of a private community, and you have to conduct all transactions at the published current price only. Or yes, you purchase the coin and it's your property to use as you wish at whatever price you want. So I think common sense tells us that we are part of a private community. We're peer-to-peer community, and we have to look out for each other. It's like one big global community, and we need to protect the integrity of our community and of our coin. Because to me, TBC Kringle isn't just about the coin. It's about the community also. Question number 3. The greatest risk to using our coin is what is called legislative risk. The concept of an abundance-based currency is disruptive to the current financial system created by the elites. Governments and lawmakers may at any time deem TBC to be unlawful within any specific country. One can observe the reactions governments have concerning Bitcoin as an example of this legislative risk. It is possible at any time that coins purchased would become worthless within countries that write laws against the use of these coins. No refunds of any kind can be expected if this happens to the coins you purchase. It is not the responsibility of admin of TBC to keep track of all the laws in all the countries all the time. Each member is responsible for knowing the laws within the countries they reside and act accordingly. So are refunds available if these coins become illegal within the country of the purchaser? The first choice is yes. You can expect both the admin of TBC and the member that sold you the coins to refund all the money you spent on buying our coins. Well, and the second choice is no. It is the buyer's responsibility to know the laws of their own country, and 100% of the risk of purchasing something that later becomes unlawful is upon the buyer only. And again, I probably have said this before. It kind of reminds me of selling stocks on Wall Street, and I used to tell my clients, my personal opinion of Wall Street is, unless you have money to lose, don't play the stock market. Might as well go to Vegas and have fun. But anyway, yeah, this is all at your own risk. And the way I look at it, we were given a gift to begin with. at the generosity of the admin. And accepting that gift does entail learning this about cryptocurrency and TBC. And we have seen it happen in Bitcoin. Of course, we are a private peer-to-peer community. We're not public like Bitcoin. So therefore, it is up to us. It is our responsibility to make sure that we do follow the laws of our lands, but also have integrity within our community. So question number 4, there is undeniable historical evidence that the current global financial system and its associated markets are all designed to be parasitical by its nature. It's completely rigged to make the rich richer and the poor poor, ultimately fueling the elite's greater wealth as they are the parasites positioned at the top of the elaborate scheme propagating artificial scarcity while brainwashing the masses institutionally. References such as the establishment, the powers that be, and the status quo are used to embrace the current unnatural system. Participation in a community and its private money that embraces the truth about the nature of abundance on earth can be seen as a form of protest. It is far better than any form of protest that is not done in ignorance. To be part of our community is knowing to protest the very system that spreads global poverty and the ultimate demise, and mankind of it is left to reach its final destination. Is it wise to challenge the powers that be by belonging to a private community that has chosen to go its own way towards the ideal of abundance? The two choices are yes, the only hope humanity has comes from spreading truth and righteousness in spite of the evil nature of the world at large. And no, we should just go along with the current system and everything will be fine for us. And I know, once again, the difference between the richer and the poorer, the middle class does get stuck in the middle a lot. The poor are usually taken care of. The rich, it was the saying, it takes money to make money. So I used to try and find ways for people to, take the money they have and use that to invest in certain ways. I won't tell you how on here, but anyway. Again, it comes back to our community, TBC Kringle community, and the integrity within it. And TBC Kringle is more than just about the coin or the money. It is about a global mission to end poverty and to empower all of us in the world. So question brings us to question number 5. The mission of TBC is to end poverty globally. To succeed with this mission, the community must grow to 1 billion members, which in turn raises the price of each TBC coin to 1 billion grains of gold each. The admin of TBC has created a distribution system that will in turn create about 1 million billionaires, 1 million billionaires, and 1 billion millionaires for a substantial and robust TBC economy at a cost of $110 by each participant during the distribution phase of TBC. So where the $110 come from is the $10 comes from your admin fee, $10 admin fee, and then in order to have become at least a millionaire, you have to go beyond the gift, and that is where the $100 purchase of TBC Kringle comes in, from your sponsor or from a trusted seller or somebody you partner with. So at a cost of $110 US dollars by each participant during the distribution phase of TBC. All of these wealthy TBC members will have more than enough resources to fully employ the remainder of humanity and thus end poverty globally once and for all. Over time, the community will become more and more organized in order to achieve this grand mission. So this is a heavy thing to put, could be a heavy thing to put on everyone's shoulders. Like I said, it's not just about the TBC coin or Kringle coin or the money. It's about, the mission of ending poverty for everybody globally. So is it really possible to ever end poverty for all on Earth? The first answer is no. Only a foolish person would ever believe that ending poverty is ever possible. And the second choice is yes. While the plan may seem to be too simple, clearly the sheer scope of the numbers involved in this plan to end poverty globally makes it more than possible. And of course, with anything, you have to start with a vision and stick to your vision, your mission, and be able to see it happening. Believe it, that it is going to happen. So question number 6. Mankind has always enthusiastically embraced the advances in technology. At one time, not too long ago, having a telephone in your car was only available to the richest among us. Now, even some of the poorest people on Earth carry a smartphone in their pockets. Advancements in all areas of technology have gone vertical in the development curves. Great change is coming as a result. Either these technologies will liberate mankind to make any dream possible, or they will doom mankind towards an inescapable enslavement and a misery never before seen for mankind. Knowledge of all things is practically available for all at our fingertips today. Our community seeks to empower even the smallest among us to rise up and fulfill their respective purposes embedded with each the day they were born. We are recreating our collective environment to allow each of us to flourish in abundance. So then it also says, there's another video on the blog from May 8th, 2018, and here's the correct answers to the last 5 questions on the send button. Test video. So the question is, can we do something about not starving to death as robots take over our jobs? Yes, TBC is the correct answer because it is better than a money system driven by the people instead of the elite, and the community embraces the truth about abundance. Or no, the best we can hope for is that our governments will take care of us all with some kind of a living wage so we don't die to the lack of jobs robotics will bring. Don't think that's the answer, and I don't think my government's doing a very good job. You know, all my working life, I paid into Social Security, and they did not do a good job of managing it. And now they give it back to us at their whim, where if I had invested the same amount of money, I would have 1,000 times more than what they feel is right to give back to me, if there is anything left to give back of me. You know, when I need it. So, and you know, now they like to call it an entitlement. No, it's not an entitlement. It's my money that they took to, you know, make sure I had a savings account, but they ended up not being a good guardian of that money. So I think the answer to that question is clear. Governments technically are governments. They're lawyers. They're not businessmen. They're not investors. You know, like they tell you, don't be your own doctor. Well, even if you are a doctor, they are not. Government shouldn't be in the business of handling our personal finances. So question number 7. Currently, TBC is centralized and admin has the power to turn on and off the send button of each of the members. At first, admin launched TBC as a decentralized coin network, and due to members discounting the TBC coins, the abundance-based currency idea practically died in that environment. The coin network was rebuilt and centralized as a result in order to continue to spread the concept of abundance-based currency. Admin remains unknown for the same reasons the creator of Bitcoin remains unknown. And to a lot of us that are doing broadcasts and things like that, it's sometimes good to remain anonymous, like, you know, your address, etc., etc. TBC is still much under development at this time, and admin is needed to keep the system going for now. Once we close to the end of the distribution phase, admin will redesign the entire coin network to once again operate in a decentralized fashion. It is in the best interest of all participants within the TVC community to respect the privacy of admin and allow the TVC community to grow quickly. So isn't it vital to my success within the TVC community to personally know the identity of the TVC admins? No. That is false, because admin has set up this mission, is giving the gift, but it's like when you're in the military. It's a need-to-know basis, and we don't need to know to personally know the identity of the admin, because once we are given the gift, it's up to us to make sure we maintain integrity of the community and do what we need to do for ourselves. So question number 8. Each member of TVC is responsible to stay updated and educated in TVC by going to the blog and studying its contents daily. The next question will require you to go to the blog and read a specific article in order to answer it correctly. So this part, as you're taking your send button test, if you haven't already, it's the blog post from 3/28 or March 28, 2018. Greed versus abundance. So here's the question. And isn't greed a good motivator for those of us in TVC to build a life of true abundance? Well, my 2 cents is greed is what got the elites where they are today. And that's when a lot of people do lose money when they are doing investments. They just start overreaching and become a little greedy, or a lot greedy. So question number 9, the entire concept and ultimate success of TVC with its mission to end poverty globally cannot be achieved on the backs of a relatively small number of TVC leaders. It should be self-evident that a real challenge to the powers that be must be done by a mass majority of the population. The only way for humanity to unshackle itself from the debt-based enslavement system of today and to avoid the high-tech enslavement matrix of tomorrow is by each finding their own voice to carry out their personal freedom from it. We each must be responsible for our respective freedoms. Leaders lead, but they cannot free you. You and only you can set your own course towards freedom. Support leaders within the TVC community with everything you have. Learn to become a leader yourself. Start by finding your voice. We encourage all members of the TVC community to publish and promote TVC testimonials on YouTube and to upload them to the website. All members should learn how to do a live YouTube broadcast and participate as much as possible on the 24/7 live broadcast schedule. The 24/7 live broadcast is a far better solution to answering the inquiries of TVC prospects and new members than a live chat featured, sponsored, and paid for by the TVC and admin. So isn't my voice too small to make a difference in the overall success of TVC? What do you think? The answer is no. Your voice isn't too small. We need you to find your voice to stand up for freedom. And I have found TVC to be a really growing experience for myself in order to become, a YouTube broadcaster and hopefully a leader and a teacher to help other people become leaders and teachers and broadcasters. So the last question. TVC members are not allowed to be negative about TVC in public, such as making a negative Facebook post or any comment on social media. This is also a form of discounting the TVC currency. When a member is caught doing such things, other members will report it as abuse to the admin, and your send button will be turned off for a period of time. We are creating wealth at hyper speeds for all of our members, and we will not allow abuse. If you don't like our policy in terms of conditions for our private community, aka our rules, then please don't join us. So it shouldn't matter if I choose to express a negative opinion in a public forum. I have a right to do so, correct? Incorrect. Your negativity expressed openly in public, such as on Facebook, not only jeopardizes your purchase of TVC coins and their value, but brings harm to the entire TBC community. And the best place to share your negative opinion is with a TBC leader privately, so that it has the opportunity of becoming resolved for you and all. And of course, we are a private peer-to-peer community, and we can also add a positive private peer-to-peer community with honesty and integrity. And help you, if you don't have your send button on already, that you go do it right now, so you can attend the send button meeting tomorrow morning, Monday, September 17th, or Tuesday, September 18th. Have a great evening. Good night. This is Kringle Kim signing off. Bye.